Got that. I was focused. I really wanted to go into my profession, and I was told that I never would be able to do it, but finally I made it.
Dentistry?
Yeah.
Even then? I didn't know you were interested then.
I wanted to do that from about the age of 9 or 10 from the experiences I told you
Yeah.
at Mill Hill and
Yeah.
being brought round by a sympathetic chap
Oh, I see.
who's called Mr. Skinner, and he's still alive in Buxton, because we keep track of dentists on the register now. Another incident that steered me in the direction of dentistry, I once was sledging here and a lad came over and he knocked every front tooth out.
Who?
And I couldn't believe these things that he had in his hands were actually his inside.
Teeth. And it left an impression on you.
Always wanted to deal with these things following me.
Fascinating.
Yeah. They said I can do that without having to put that horrible mask on your face.
Yeah.
But we have to do them one at a time. And never had an extraction. I've never had an extraction a week.
Such a shame they didn't do that for me. To this day it's affected me. That and the tonsils out. The tonsils out was the worst thing.
But right until last December I was doing sedation for patients on a referral basis, which was usually inhalation. Occasionally we used diazepam or midazolam. You can get a nasal spray now of midazolam, which puts people out for about 10 seconds, and you can get a tooth out, which is great. It's not classed as general anaesthesia. It's not classed as a GA. So
Wham! Tug.
You can just do it, yeah. Well, you know whether a tooth's going to come out after 40 years or two. Now then, bit of electronic equipment here.
What the hell is that?
I think we should clear this road.
You wouldn't have seen that in the 60s, whatever it is? Oh, you think it's a bomb?
It's certainly ticking. Could be a ticking sandwich. What's the difference between Joan of Arc and a canoe, do you know? Any idea what the difference is?
No.
Canoe's made of wood, and Joan of Arc's are made of Orleans.
So up here, this prison cell-like structure, this is where it all began. This is where I was traumatised. Yeah. Mill Hill Dental Clinic.
Yeah. Changed my life.
Changed my life because I dreaded it, and I woke up with a couple of people walking me outside saying, "Come on, wake up, wake up!" And I think now I might have been dying. I felt like it at the time. Yeah. And this man here. He dreaded it too, but then one day a nice man changed his mind. Yeah. And he became a dentist.
Compared with Peter Skinner's, my experience with Nout.
Nout, lad.
Nout, lad. Mine was definitely near death.
I see.
In fact, I think I did die, and I've always been in a parallel universe.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
You wonder that, don't you? I wonder that sometimes.
I'm a believer in infinite sort of dimensions anyway.
Yeah, sometimes I'm driving my car and I think, did I go around that roundabout? I can't remember. I can't for the life of me remember doing that roundabout. And then I think, perhaps I crashed and I'm just carrying on in another universe. Yeah.
There's no death. Left the signs up just to confuse the wicked and the survivors.
They can't have.
No, my wife knows somebody who works there, and it closed either last year or the year before.
And had it worked right through until then, from our day?
Not as a school clinic. The school clinics were wound up in 1974.
But as a dental clinic.
It became the community dental services, which basically covers anybody that normal able-bodied dentists don't wish to treat the special needs, special educational needs and learning. Mill Hill Corner.
That dreaded name, Mill Hill again. So you got fed up. Tell that story again. You didn't like it in London.
I was out, and when I worked it out, there were twice as many dentists per square mile as anywhere else in the country, so we were scraping around for patients. And due to my personal circumstances, I turned down a really good job offer in Derby, in my hometown, which would have possibly made me stay here all my life. As I say, I ended up working for Mr. Mercy, who was a nice enough chap, but he was homosexual. He lived upstairs with Mr. Tweedle, played Wagner all day. Most of his time was spent cherry-picking patients that he could make a bomb out of to keep his Rolls Royce going, and all the trash he gave to me. A lot of the trash he gave to me were dentures that he'd made the previous 6 months, and they were still not fitting, and so I wasn't grossing very much money. I got no holiday or sick leave. I didn't get paid for 6 months. You had to wait for all these things to be approved of in Eastbourne, and the money started coming in 6 months, by which time we were in dire straits. I was paying 18 guineas a month for a luxury flat in Wandsworth Common, got a newborn baby, my wife had stopped work, my dad was calling me a damn fool for all sorts of reasons. So yeah, it was pretty bad start to the profession.
So you joined the TA?
Well, we went to Canada for 3 months. That's where Marion had been, and got a life there, and she was homesick for that. And I thought I might do that, but that entailed learning French in Montreal and taking another degree, which I was about to do, and then Marion's mum took very ill, and we had to go back because she was terminally ill, and had to make the decision. I've got a job in the UK and buckle down, and which is what I did, and I phoned up the West Riding of Yorkshire, which I had a fondness for, of walking in the Dales. I'd done the Pennine Way. I cycled to and from Derby to Newcastle, and I got to know Yorkshire as almost home. So fortunately, fortune smiled, and I settled in Ockley, beautiful little town. I had 3 children, well educated, and lots of friends. I was the parish church organist for a while. I took over musical directorship of Otley Little Theatre. Had a really good life. And that's when I joined the army, because I needed a bit more extra, and not the greatest of fathers, and not great patience with my children. I was probably best out of the way at weekends.